Hi everybody, Rex Frost here, and this is my review of Spider-Man Brand New Day. And before we even get into this review, like with all my reviews, here's a spoiler warning. This applies especially for Spider-Man Brand New Day because I genuinely have never seen a movie try to cover up as much of its plot as possible. Good job for the marketing team, especially because when it comes to Marvel movies, it is I don't know why it's been a trend, but they always try to hide like their main villains kind of different with this one, but some of their main antagonists. I don't know why they've kind of done it. I don't know. It's weird. It's not that weird, I guess, but it is. They did do a good job of not putting them in the marketing. So yeah, with that said, let's get straight into this review with a recap. So this movie takes place after Spider-Man No Way Home, 4 or 5 years, and yeah, we get to see his Spider-Man's been lonely because he made everyone forget his identity, and yeah, I think this movie does a great job of talking about loneliness, and yeah, let's get to my like usual. Action outstanding. Also, camera work is unbelievable too. The directing in this movie is great. Destin Daniel Cretton, standing director. I cannot wait to see what else he does after Spider-Man Brand New Day. Also, the visuals. This movie just looks so good. Marvel is currently on a hot streak of 3 with movies that look really good, and that being the Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four, and Spider-Man Brand New Day. Those movies, I love how they look different, but they also look so good, and they all have their own visual styles. I just really like that. Also, yeah, okay, so this is my main thing I really liked about this movie is how it focuses on isolation, which is so Spider-Man is actually is very similar to the Batman 2022, where you have the main character who's in costume for almost the entire movie, which is really cool because you get all. This is a Spider-Man movie, so you get a lot of Spider-Man, and I absolutely love that. Also, yeah, you get a lot of the named character. Whoops. Hopefully, you didn't have to see that. Yeah, so you get a lot of a named character, and then you also get to see them go on a journey of finding that's okay, I guess it's somewhat different, but I don't know, I just really like how it's it focuses on the character putting too much of themselves into their vigilante jobs and them realizing that they've ruined their real life. And I just think it's such a perfect plot, and it especially works for Spider-Man because Warriors of just being Spider-Man only. Also, I do have some questions. How does Peter Parker pay rent? Because I don't know. I feel like he should have some job. This movie. He has to have a job. I don't know. I have no idea how he's making money. So I don't know. I wish this movie would have answered it. Also, yeah. Okay, let's talk about some of my other pros. I thought the Punisher was great in this movie. If you've seen my Punisher One Last Kill review, then you know I got a lot of issues with John Berthold's Punisher, but this takes the best aspects of Punisher and just places him with Spider-Man. I think that just works really good, and also I feel like Punisher is at his best when he is a side character rather than the main lead. I don't know. That's just how it's been because his show very repetitive. Don't even get me started on his special presentation because yikes. But yeah, I think I really love how his interaction buddy cop dynamic with Spider-Man was, and how it's like I also liked how they have built-in history because I mean when you have characters that already know each other, that's like I mean it trims down the runtime rather than Spider-Man meeting Frank for the first time. So I think that just works really good. Also, it is cool to see like the actual TV Marvel side crossover into the movies because let's be real, almost all of the Disney Plus Marvel shows should have been movies. So it is cool seeing crossovers like that. Also, I mean, yeah. Also, I hope we can get Spider-Man crossing over into the TV shows because wow, does Spider-Man need to have a presence in Marvel, which is something I will get to later. Also, the Hulk. I thought getting to see the Hulk pack was fun. I would have liked more of him. Also, I mean, whew, looked outstanding. Also, it was cool seeing like Smart Hulk throw hands. That was pretty fun. But yeah, great what they. It was great to see the Incredible Hulk back because wow, I mean, 28. No, yeah, we haven't seen Angry Hulk since 2018, which is unbelievable. 8 years? Are you kidding me? So yeah. Also, yeah, this is probably one of my biggest praises of this movie, and it's how it connects to the wider MCU. Because one of the biggest issues with MCU Spider-Man is the fact that it's like, well, I guess this is one of the biggest issues of the Spider-Man rights because they can't Marvel can't put Spider-Man in other stuff, which really limits it. But they can put other stuff in Marvel, and also this has kind of been an MCU problem that's been like actually starting to be fixed last year. And yeah, I mean, I love how this world feels so connected. I mean, we have the return of some of the new Avengers, and it was like great seeing them back. And back, I thought it was a uncomfortable scene, but I mean, it was just cool to see like how like this world feels like a lived-in world again because like you have a because I mean also part of the issues like other Marvel projects is that it's like 2 out of every 3 Marvel characters live in New York, so that like kind of makes like there would be a lot of crossovers. So yeah, I just think it was nice to get like new adventures references. Also, I mean how they it did answer this movie did answer what Spider-Man was doing during the void. So I think that is pretty cool the way they answered and kind of how like all the heroes have their own territory in the city, which also does like help out with some Daredevil aspects, but still I mean Spider-Man was definitely lacking during Daredevil Born Again season 2, so yeah. Also, one of my favorite things about this movie is what they did with Ned and MJ, especially MJ. I really liked how they didn't go back to Spider-Man and like getting back together with MJ because like she doesn't know who he is. Like, why would she want to be like lovers with him again? However, Ned, I thought what they did was really sweet and like how they became new friends, kind of. So yeah, that was really fun. Also, yeah, Jean Grey. Yeah, so yeah, this movie showed. So you think is playing Jean Grey? I think she's a decent casting. And, however, I don't really think like if they're gonna try to do a young Jean Grey, it's kind of I don't know. So do you think I don't know. I mean, it's another aspect of adult playing teenager. So let me drink water. Yeah, but I just think it was. Yeah, I thought like okay, I love. Well, not I didn't love it, but I thought it was like really well done how they introduced the like X-Men dilemma. Kind of was like the entire world hating X-Men being racist towards him. I thought that was done really well. It was kind of more of the government's point of view and how they're trying to weaponize people with powers, their powers. So I think that was really well done. I also, in terms of things with Jean Grey, I don't know. I feel like they made her too sinister, especially like one of the things I hate when movies do when like the villain who's not really like a terrible person, but he's like about to ice someone, and then like the main character's like, oh no, stop! You're not a killer yet. I mean, this movie did that. I mean, yeah, if you saw this movie for yourself, then you know Jean Grey made somebody get hit by a car. So, yeah, that person may have survived, but I mean, I don't know, that's definitely killer activity. So, yeah, also, yeah, I thought the main villain, Bill Metzger, played by Terrell Sherman, which great performance. I thought he was really well done too, especially as like there is good nuance to what they were doing with him, and, and how it's like he's just trying to like take bad things and make good things out of them. Which, yeah, I mean, that is a very valid reasoning for why he does what he does. However, I mean, where he's clearly in the wrong was kidnapping kids with powers. I mean, yeah, it's pretty messed up. But yeah, I mean, overall, I thought Jean Grey was great. I can't wait to see Sadie Sink uh, play her in hopefully an X-Men movie. That'd be fun. I mean, now we need a Storm, Cyclops, and probably like a couple other X-Men characters, and yeah, we've got ourselves a full roster. Yeah, this is by far my biggest issue. Well, I guess this is one of my biggest issues is the Hand. I saw like, I don't know. I mean, one, I was a touch disappointed with their fight scene, so that was sad. Also, I thought like, why are they here? Because if you've seen the Defenders, then you know the Hand is over with. So how did they come back? Now, obviously, not everybody watched the Defenders, which I mean, yeah, I mean, not everybody watches TV, the same TV shows. I mean, movies are easier to watch, but like, still doesn't explain. Like, this is very inconsistent with what's going on in this universe. I feel like they should have just been a different crime group that's like that fights with martial arts. Like, what if it was Mr. Yeah, what if it was Mr. Negative's gang? I mean, I think he is Mr. Negative. I think he's more of a Miles Morales villain, but I mean, still, I think it's like, I don't know, I mean, this is just very inconsistent, where it's like you're bringing back a group of villains that were ended, but like not explaining at all how they re-rose back to power. And it's like, yeah, I mean, yeah, this movie doesn't even like touch on it, and just like, oh yeah, they're good now. Also, this is a nitpick of mine, but like in the beginning of the movie, there's a montage with like Spider-Man versus his new rogues gallery and like what he's been up to throughout the years. I wish they would have put a little meat on the bones of all those scenes, because if you've seen the trailer, then you know there's Spider-Man versus Boomerang, Spider-Man versus Tarantula, and there's like some other ones that they didn't show in the trailers. I feel like, I mean, it was really cool how they recreated comic book covers, but I feel like they should have done what they did with the Spider-Man catching the criminal. That was a recreation of the first ever Spider-Man comic. I feel like they should have like had more like scenes with the montage rather than a almost still slow motion. I mean, that was a touch disappointing to me. I would have liked to see Spider-Man actually versus the Hand, and if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about, because Jean Grey is mind controlling the Hand. So yeah, yeah. But overall, I thought Spider-Man: Brand New Day was a great movie, 8 out of 10. I mean, really enjoyed it. I can't wait to rewatch it. I was supposed to rewatch it as of now because if you've seen from my past videos, you know I was planning on having a guest on this video, which was going to be Uncle Porky. You heard that right? He's back in town, so I mean, yeah, so plans always change, so I don't really know what's going on with him right now. I mean, we're probably not going to do a video, so you'll definitely have to wait a couple more months to witness his grand return. So, yeah, this is how I'd rank Spider-Man amongst all the movies I've seen so far in 2026. It's cracked my top three. Really good movie. Here it is against all the comic book projects. I think it's the best comic book project release in 2026. I mean, really good. So, yeah. Feel free to tell me your thoughts on Spider-Man Brand New Day down in the comment section, and feel free to subscribe if you'd like to see any more of my videos. I will be making a Spider-Man movies ranked, and I know I did tease doing a review for this for JLA Year One. I will. I know I'm probably gonna do it after I'm finished recording this. Maybe I don't really know. I mean, we'll just have to wait and see. But if I do, I'll just upload it a day after. But I'm trying to get on Spider-Man stuff because Spider-Man's hot in the algorithm right now, and I like that little boost. So I hope you enjoy this video. I'll see you all later. Bye. Well, let me get a good thumbnail shot. Oh wait, it's probably gonna delete my cape. But oh no, I want you. This is going to be a legendary thumbnail. I'll see you all later.